Hey everyone, it's been a while since I've done one of these update videos. I've been meaning to do one for probably about 4 or 5 months, but just getting around to doing one now. So let's get into it. To start, um, quick note about Reels. I regularly get asked a lot about Reels, and it seems to be the content that I make that everyone seems to enjoy the most. It's also most certainly our most watched content. It really drives people into looking into Duck Pins Forever videos and checking out the sport. So it's something that I really want to continue, but it's also the content that takes me the longest to make. So I'm going to continue to make them, probably mostly just for tournaments, and it'll probably be kind of irregular-ish. I won't do it for every tournament, but I'm going to try to do it for as many as I can moving forward. So yay, more reels. Next, I want to talk about League videos. So, League VODs, while a lot of people don't watch them, the people that do watch them watch like all of them. And there's been quite a few people who have been interested in the leagues that we did before continue to get videos posted. So I do want to continue to do league videos. We just haven't done them since I've been back into the office full time. So I plan to eventually get back to them. I just have to wait until a schedule that really allows me to do so. So you might actually see some come up next month, which has absolutely nothing to do with a potential government shutdown. I'm just saying that, hey, there might be a government shutdown next month. That gives me a lot of free time. And these things aren't really connected. I wouldn't get your hopes up that a government shutdown will allow me a lot of free time to start posting up league videos. In terms of what league videos come back, we'll definitely look to bring back Pro League. It seemed a lot of people really enjoyed the Pro League videos, but I'll also be looking to bring back probably either, but not both, the 415 Triples League at Parkville that is on Tuesdays and the Dick Westlake Triples on Thursday at White Oak. There are advantages to each of them. At Parkville, it's very easy to get two pairs of lanes on one camera, while I can really only get one pair of lanes up at White Oak. But at the same time, it's also much easier for me to edit videos from White Oak because they post all of their scores up digitally, and I can easily pull that down to very quickly make a video. I don't have to like manually put in scores or anything. So I'm thinking that I might be able to bring those back next year. Again, that depends on potential changes to my work schedule that hopefully will come up next year. Next up, so I'm a little late to this one as well. I I wanted to try to make this video back in August to note this, but this month is our 4-year anniversary for Duck Pins Forever. Um, I don't have really too much to say about it. But I am one thing I am very proud of that we've started doing was this is also kind of the 2-year anniversary of the archives. Um, so all of those tapes that we have that we've been posting up basically 2 a month at this point. Uh, that's been going very well. I'm happy with the work that's been brought into it. I'm even more happy with some when I'm able to like put a reel up of it and somebody who was bowling in these videos like 30 years ago shows up in Facebook and says, "Oh, that's me. I didn't know this existed." And that's always fun for me. And like you can actually, if I can move, see the videos right there-ish. That's like a full box and a half worth of tapes, and I have about another 5 halves of boxes that I have to go through. I'd say we're about a third of the way through all of the tapes, so we probably got another 4 to 5 years worth of tapes to put up. Not to mention the Facebook videos I have salvaged and working through. We've got like about 80 of those, I think. So we'll continue posting those classic archives videos up, and it's probably the one thing I'm most proud of because it was a thing that required me to use the widest base of my personal knowledge to get everything together working on. Um, Other than that, I asked Nick to do a quick video to celebrate our 4-year anniversary and kind of give thanks to a lot of those that have helped along the way. So I'll pass it over to Nick here.
September 3rd, 2025. Somehow, Duck Pins Forever celebrating 4 years running, and seems like it flew by, really. It just seems like just yesterday I sat down next to David for the first time, a guy that I barely knew, if at all. Sat next to him Saturday morning at Mount Airy, and we started broadcasting the Pro Tour together, and it wasn't much. It was a camera and a screen, and it was live, and that was it. But that was the start of it all, and it's really neat for me to be able to zoom out and see what it has turned into over these last 4 years. September 3rd, 2021 was our first live broadcast. Tonight, we celebrate that 4-year anniversary. I guess people we got to thank, first and foremost, David, for having the vision to come up with this, or the drive to come up with this. I see it firsthand more than I guess anyone else that David puts a lot of work into this, to make this happen and to make it better over the years. And it's not perfect. This ain't cable television either. This is a free broadcast on YouTube, but I can speak for myself at least, and I think David as well, that we put a lot of personal pride into being able to do this. And while it is, informal at times, and we're kind of silly, or we joke around, or we have a laugh, like, this channel, this media source for duckpin bowling, this outlet, it's really important. And I'm not just saying that because I have a personal role in it, but I do really feel like it is a very important asset for the sport of duckpin bowling to have. Duckpin bowling deserves to have some kind of spotlight put on it. And again, like I've said before, we don't know what the future holds for duckpin bowling 25, 30 years from now, but right now we have a sport, and we have competition, and we have things that people want to watch. And this channel over the last 4 years has introduced me to every corner of duckpin country, and even still meeting people for the first time that, yikes, cut that out, Dave. Oops, dropped my phone. People that I really still don't know, and they know me because of this mouth running itself on Duck Pins Forever for a lot of these tournaments. But it's introduced me to so many people, and it's time and time again, you guys have shared your stories of your life growing up with duckpin, or who you bowl with, or where you bowl, or stories from the game as it existed before I existed on this earth. But just know that, like, I love those stories, and I love how involved, I guess, I've become in this world. It's become my life, but it's a big part of many of our lives. When we watch these broadcasts, it's almost like a gathering place for our bowling community. We have the luxury now that we didn't have in the past, I think 2 years now that we've been doing the archives. And that, I think, is super important, that we have great memories of the past that we're just wasting away in someone's closet or garage or whatever. But now those are digitally and permanently preserved. So we kind of have both sides of it. We have the game that we have now and the sport we have now to enjoy and discuss. And, we've had some household names, people become household names over the last couple of years in the duckpin world. Bernie Hipkins, Colby, D'Antonis, John D'Antonis, among others. But we have people that have had very successful, I guess, careers on Duck Pins Forever. We've seen some 7-10 splits. We've seen monster games, 230, 240 games. We've seen comebacks. We've seen collapses. We've seen everything in between. But I guess more important than all that is that you all were there to watch it. And I love when people come up to me and they talk about matches, or they talk about certain moments in tournaments that we showed, or reels that we posted. Duckpin Bowling deserves that. And as long as we can afford to with our time and our resources, and as long as there's a sport around that needs to be covered, count me in. I'll be there as much as I can. I love this game, and I love what we've created with this YouTube channel, and we're not done yet. So just thank you to all who have watched or supported in at any way over the last 4 years, and here's to the next 4.
All right, thanks, Nick. So now I would like to give a special thanks to our D4E members on YouTube. Again, if you are interested in becoming a Duckpins Forever member on YouTube, just go to our YouTube channel, click the subscribe button, and there's a members feed that you can sign up for. For $5 a month, you end up on this list. This finger pointing. Wow, mirrored cameras are hard. You can end up on this list, like everyone here. At $10 a month, you'll have access to the classic archives. You get to see all of the videos we put up a full year in advance before anybody else. All those videos will eventually be public, but for the first full year, you have instant access to those videos. And really, that just helps us keep the classic archives running. It's not exactly cheap, all of that equipment that we have. So I'm really thankful to all of our members that pay for that, because I have to get that equipment serviced pretty regularly, because it's all like 40, 50-year-old equipment that I have to use to get all of these videos up. But again, special thanks to all of our D4E members, Rob Hanley, Stephen Hoover, Frankie Allo, Joel Logue, Thomas Harvey, Mark Davis, Phil Conrad, Jeremy Killingsworth, Andrew Buckingham, and my computer just popped up. Bad timing. Joe Muse, Glenn Webb, Sam Young, Lucas Penny, Charles Crawl, Karen Leonard, Jack Neiswanger, Captain Carl Nine, Barry Schrafer, Heather Warrender, Mark Hillick, man, I'm not good with names today. Mark Hilwick, Travell Johnson, and Alan Bushy. I'd also like to thank everyone who has donated to Duckpins Forever since I have last done one of these update videos. I would like to thank the National Duckpin Youth Association and Parkville Lanes. They ran a nice 50-50 for us at the last youth tournament we were at. Regularly, one of the best donations that we get each year. Mike Mock, Scott Wilgemuth, Rob Hanley, Tommy Ebersole, L.A. Arch, Daniel Quattrochi, Mark Davis, Rick Baker, Chris Kennedy, Rebecca Lloyd, Barbara Reed, Christine Simon, Stacy Throge, Brian Peach, Bobby McGill, David Lakin, Greg Phillips, Randy Farlow, Peter the Ping Guy Leader, Thomas Harvey, Jack Farrow, Melinda Anastasi, Christina Proctor, Tracy Wheatley, George Sloan, Greg Schrafer, who kindly donated to have us be a sponsor in the Pro League this year. Thank you very much for that. Denise Colepo, that's a tough one. Give me credit for trying on that one. And lastly, Tracy Brandenburg. Again, thank you everyone who has donated. Thank you to all of our Duckpins Forever members. And I hope to see you all next time on our Duckpins Forever broadcast, either in person or in chat. Bye, everybody.